Hey everyone, thanks for joining our weekly meditation. So, our theme today is around kindness and primarily kindness towards ourselves. I was texting with a friend yesterday, and like so many of us, just going through so much change, the transition to summer and sending kids off to camp, and just we're all in the midst of a lot of change and uncertainty. For some of us, grief. I know for me. And I found myself texting her and I just said, "You got this," hand on heart and deep breaths. And I just caught myself in that moment. And I was like, wait, that's what I need. And so I immediately I did that and just broke down into tears. And it just made me realize the importance of just that simple gesture and that kindness towards ourselves. And I think so many of us are good about offering that to others. So for today's practice, that's what we're going to do. This is really inspired by Tara Brock, does a lot of teaching around this, but how this physical gesture of placing our hand on our heart, there's really a lot of research around how just that nourishing touch is signaling to our brains and to our hearts that we're safe and it's okay to feel at peace. So that's what we're going to do today. So if it's comfortable for you, I'm going to invite you to just place your hand on your heart initially, and then if it's feeling forced or contrived, feel free to just relax the hand. It can be one hand, it can be both. And just allow yourself to take that soft downward gaze. Just begin to breathe the deepest breaths you've taken all day, and just beginning to feel that connection of your hand to your heart. So you may notice that as an expansion of the heart space, expanding into the hand on the inhale. And then just the softening, the deepening of the heart center on the exhale. And just continuing for a few breath cycles. Again, just starting with a pretty invigorated breath of an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. And then as it feels comfortable for you, you can just bring the breath a little bit more internal, beginning to gently close the eyes if it's comfortable. And as the breath naturally begins to slow and deepen, just once again connecting with that sensation of the hand on your heart. Seeing if you can become aware of any physical sensations. You might feel the heartbeat pulsing in the chest. You might feel that same pulsing in the palms, the feet. But again, just that gesture of connecting with our heart space. And as we keep on our hand on our heart for just a few more breaths, just acknowledging this act of kindness towards ourselves. And that this kindness, this compassion is inherent to our heart space. So as we place intention to it, these properties are naturally becoming enlivened throughout our being with each breath cycle. And you can continue to keep the hand there, or you can begin to relax the hand now. But still with that intention of kindness and gentleness towards ourselves. Just imagining the heart space as if it's receiving this kindness from yourself, this gentle gesture of your hand on your heart. And just seeing if you can imagine just the slightest smile within that heart space. It might feel silly. Just acknowledging just a gentle sensation of a smile as it expands throughout the heart space. as you continue to breathe, just acknowledging how this kindness and compassion is continuing to become enlivened as we continue to breathe. Just imagining this smile as it travels throughout the body. So imagining it first traveling up through the chest, perhaps the clavicles, and your shoulders begin to drop, and just imagining perhaps a gentle smile within that upper chest area. Feeling that smile continue to flow upward. Perhaps you feel a gentle curve at the mouth. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's more of a imagined sensation. Just acknowledging the intention of this smile and this kindness as the muscles in your face relax. Continuing to imagine this energy of the smile and kindness traveling up through the eyes as they just relax and just that gentle curve upward. Continuing to imagine that smile as it travels up through the crown of your head, expanding into the sky, even imagining as if there's a gentle, subtle smile within the sky that you can imagine. And just continuing to feel the energy of this smile as it travels down again through the crown, connecting with that heart space, that gentle smile within the heart center, traveling down through the diaphragm and the stomach. Perhaps the belly button is giving a gentle smile. Beginning to feel that energy travel down through the hips and the pelvis as you feel yourself rooted and grounded in the seat that you're sitting on, whether that's a Pebbl or a cushion. And again, just imagining the pelvis and the hips relaxing, having their own version of that gentle smile. Just continuing to feel the energy of this smile traveling throughout the body, through all the cells, the muscles, the bones, the spaces within those areas. Just continuing to feel this energy of the smile, this kindness towards ourselves as it travels down through the base of your spine. You can imagine it sinking deep into the earth. This energy of kindness spreading through your roots into the earth. Now just continuing to be with your breath. This visualization of the smile may continue to flow, or you may be ready to release it. And just returning your awareness to your heart center. And if you like, you can now introduce the silent mantra for compassion of Karuna Hum. Karuna Hum. Just treating it as a gentle repetition coming from within, like a whisper. Karuna Hum. Karuna Hum. If thoughts arise or your attention drifts, just knowing this is part of the practice. Returning to that repetition. Doesn't matter how many times you have to keep coming back. The mantra is not resonating, just returning to that heart-centered breath, connecting with that internal smile as it flows around and within you. We'll stay here for a few more moments. I'll keep track of the time, and you'll hear my voice when our time has come to an end. Now releasing the mantra if you haven't already, and just beginning to give yourself some deeper breaths. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes as you bring your awareness back to this moment, the room that you're in. Just taking whatever stretch or movement is feeling especially good for you right now in this moment. And either with the eyes closed or if they're already open, just rubbing your hands together to generate some warmth and grounding and energy. And then gently, once again, placing your hands on your heart. Place where we started, that gesture of kindness, it's always available to us and helping us to seal in our practice. Just making that commitment of kindness towards ourselves. And as you feel ready, you can relax the hands and gently begin to flutter the eyes open if they're not already. And we'll end our session today with a quote by Amelia Earhart. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. So the important part of that is we are the core component of that kindness. So it really does start with us and ultimately does begin to ripple or root out. So hopefully you can take that into the rest of your week. As always, thanks for taking this time with us and for yourself, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.